On several occasions, Ugandans protesting against matters that affect them have been arrested and end up behind bars. The protests take many forms: marching with placards, blocking roads, walking to work and dropping painted animals on the streets, among others. Some are peaceful, others take on a more violent form. Just this week, a group of people protesting over the alleged diversion of iron sheets meant for vulnerable groups in Karamoja sub-region were arrested and will soon be taken to court. They carried iron sheets and demanded justice for the intended beneficiaries. In 2020, the Constitutional Court nullified sections of the Public Order Management Act (POMA) that criminalizes public assemblies, saying they were inconsistent with Article 29 of the 1995 Constitution. However, the police spokesperson Fred Enanga insisted that this law still grants the force the right to clear any gatherings of this nature.
Therefore, we still have powers in place to disperse any unlawful assemblies and riots. Under Section 68 of the Penal Code Act, there is a provision for a proclamation for rioters to disperse.
Dr. Livingstone Sewanyana is the Executive Director of the Foundation for Human Rights Initiative.
There are very many countries now which put rights and democracy on the back burner. Because of the pressures that they face, they have preferred to deal with those instead of leaving populations at liberty to create mayhem.
Political analyst Professor Gerard Karieja contends that the stifling of protests and demonstrations worsens the situation rather than improving it.
Beyond the event, the undertone is we feel that we're not getting the political response.
They both agree that all is not lost and government can allow for demonstrations without trampling human rights.
That in the short term, a high hand will work. But in 5-10 years, this population bulge of young people, they are going to push the boundaries.
So countries like Uganda, that's right, they think that anyone trying to express that dissent in that manner could lead to a public uprising, and that could cause mayhem.
Fiona Nabasa Wall is a firm believer in the rule of law and prefers to contrast the dominant voices with an analogy from the Bible.
If the people keep quiet, the children will do it. If the children keep quiet, even the stones will sing. If leaders do not stand up for integrity, if leaders do not stand up for this country, even the young people are going to get up and be the voices.
But what remains of democracy in this situation, and how can citizens hold government accountable?
This will be an opportunity to address the elephant in the room.
You can constrain space, but you cannot constrain thinking.
Andrew KYAMAGERO, NTV News.